So the question was, why am I a Capuchin postulant, and why am I thinking of joining the Order of Capuchin Miners, and why am I still here after 6-7 months of being here? So it all began with my mother, and she was the one who started my vocation. Not on purpose, I would say. Just by being a faithful Catholic and bringing me up into the faith. Rosaries almost every day, eating together and praying the Bible. I remember when I was a kid, she would read us stories of different saints, not like superheroes and stuff like that. So saints were what I would consider superheroes, and I remember wanting to be like them. So I remember even having little comic books of Saint Francis and different saints like that, and it was quite amazing going to church every weekend. And there I met the first priest that also helped me with my vocation. He was at the time I didn't really know, but he was a diocesan priest, and I thought that those were the only type of priests that exist. And he was a really excellent man. He was very personable. He loved both the Spanish community and the English community. He spoke 4 different languages. He seemed like he was able to help so many people, and I saw the work that he would do even as a kid, and it impressed me. It impressed me a lot. And I do remember when I was young, I thought about the priesthood, and it was something that I considered. But as I got older, this desire started fading away little by little. Stopped reading about the saints and only started going to mass once a week. And just during high school and college, things kind of got a little less focused on what I wanted to do, especially when it comes down to religious life. I started drinking and hanging out and partying, and I decided to follow what the world was showing me. I still went to church, still went to retreats, but it was not as often as before. And I got into drinking a lot and hanging out, partying, having a great time, or at least what seemed to be like a great time. But as I kept living that way, I realized that it wasn't all that it was cracked up to be. I didn't feel fulfilled. I didn't feel happy. I needed more and more to satisfy myself in that life, and it wasn't conducive to how I thought my life would be. And as time went on and I kept living that life, I realized that it wasn't leading me to where I wanted to go. And I started going to more retreats, started looking further into my faith, and as time went on, I went to one retreat, and there was an older priest, and I went into the confession. It was a confession room because we didn't have the confessionals. It was a confession room, so I walked in there, and I was going to confess my sins, and he looked at me and told me, "Hey, when you walked in here, I had a feeling that, wow, one day you could be a priest." And I was like, "What?" I didn't expect that. And he spoke to me and gave me his rosary that he acquired in Bethlehem, and I still have it to this day. And I hung out with him a few times. Went to different nursing homes, and I went to hospice with him and stuff like that, so I could see what priests do, not only on Sundays but other days. And it was a beautiful experience. He introduced me to the diocesan priests, and I went to a couple of their discernment weekends. And although I liked it, I didn't feel like I was at home. I didn't feel like that was the right place for me. So I let it go for a few more years. Once I felt the calling a little bit more strongly, a lot of my friends were telling me, "Wow, you could be a priest," because I was just reading good books. I was always very helpful. I think I had different little statues of saints and stuff like that. So I guess that kind of made it seem like, oh, I should be a priest because I have little statues of saints. But because of everyone saying these things, I thought about it a little bit more, and I went on a website called Vision Network. I looked up different orders and thought about if I was to be a priest or if I was to be a religious, what kind of environment would I like to be in? And I got a lot of mail from this place. I got a lot of feedback, and I went to discernment weekends with the Capuchins, and immediately I felt very, very much at home. I liked them very much from the very start. They seemed very real, very, very real people, very honest, just excellent. And I started learning more about the charisms, and also the fact that they're very much into the contemplative life, a lot into prayer, but also into action, which I felt was impressive and is very much needed. And I think just after time of spending with them and praying and seeing where God was taking me, I finally made the decision that I was going to apply. And I decided, if this is my calling, I might as well go for it. At least take the first step towards seeing if God really is calling me to this life. And I've been here for 6-7 months now, and I'm a little more certain. I'm not 100% sure exactly what the Lord wants from me, but I've been able to meet more friars. I've been able to do ministry. I've been able to pray more about it and live the life with the friars. And I could see myself one day wearing a habit. Although it's a little, I still can't believe it. I'm a little like, wow, is this really happening? How did I get here? So I fully don't understand how I got here. But yeah, I think one day I could be a friar. I could possibly do it, and it's a beautiful life, and I could tell by the older friars how beautiful it is, how much they enjoyed it. I don't think it's easier than living life outside of a friary. Life will be hard inside a friary or outside, but I love the fact that there is a community and that everyone helps each other out. And with their help and with God's help, I'll be able to decide what the Lord wants from me.